Hello guys, today we're going to be learning about how percents work. This is taken from your textbook. It's lesson 6-1. I want you to go ahead and title it in your notebook, Understanding Percents. And the first thing we want to talk about that I want you to write is what a percent is. And right here, if you notice guys, it says a percent is a ratio that compares a number to 100. So please make sure you copy that down. That's the first thing I want you to enter into your notebook. So let's go ahead and see what we need to learn for today. The first example is how do we draw percents using a 10 by 10 grid. So I actually want you to copy this down. This would be your example 1. And they give you how do we draw 25% on a 10 by 10 grid. Okay, so to the best of your ability, guys, in your notebook, if you could draw this 10 by 10 grid. If it's easier for you to just shade in tens, that's fine. But please make sure you draw this figure in, guys. Draw your tens. Oops, sorry. It's bad. So you get the idea, guys. Draw in your tens and then shade in, just like they did in blue. I'm going to re-shade over it. Okay, so we shaded in 2 tens and then 5 of these. So it was 10, 10, and then 5. Okay, so that's how we would show 25% on a 10 by 10 grid. Next thing I want to look at, guys, is how would we go the opposite way. So if they show us some sort of fraction bar or something like that, how would we write that as a percent? Okay, so this is going to be example 2. And what we're going to be drawing in example 2 is this first one here. So they show us, yes, I want you to draw this in. We have a square broken into fourths, and they have shaded in for us 3 of those 4. Okay, well, to write, when they say write as a ratio, guys, they're basically asking for the fractions. So this would be 3/4. That's how they got that. And then how are we going to get percent? So this is what I want you to write next. To change from here, from a fraction, to get the percent, if you look up here, guys, it tells you, and I'm going to highlight it for you. So I want you to write this down. You need a fraction with the denominator of 100 to find the percent. So we need to figure out if we can change the denominator of this fraction so that it now becomes 100. So let's go back to the example of where we were at. In this case, guys, we have 3/4. And so I want to get it to become out of 100. And the only way to do that is if we multiply by 25. Since we multiplied the bottom, we can also multiply the top by 25. And that is how we get 75 out of 100. Okay guys, the last example I want to talk about. So this is going to be example 3. And it's dealing with, they gave you a word problem. It says a tennis team played a total of 25 games and won 20 of them. What percent did the team win? So they won 20 out of 25 games. We want to know what percent they won. Well, just like we read before, we want to change this denominator so that it can be out of 100. 25 times what gives us 100? It'd be times 4. So if I multiply the top by 4 also, I end up with 80. So now I know that they have won 80% of their games. Okay guys, now I want you to try this on your own to see if you can get this right. So go ahead and pause the video. I want you to try question number 1. You're going to shade in 53%. And so go ahead and put pause, and I'm going to show you the answer after. So try it yourselves, and then go ahead and continue with the video to see if you got the right answer. Okay, you should be pretty much have tried it by yourselves. I'm going to show you what it should have looked like. If you shaded in 52%, you should have shaded in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these squares, of these 10 by 10. So I have 5 shaded in, and then 3 more. And I'm going to do it with this so you guys can see it better. So it's going to be 3 of these shaded in. So all of this is shaded in, and that represents 53%. Okay, the next one I want you to try is number 4. So I want you to write 4/5 as a percent. Try it on your own. Once you think you have it, go ahead and continue with the video to see if you got it right. Okay, hopefully you have tried it by yourself. Now what I want you to do is check your answer. So to change 4/5 to be out of 100, we should have multiplied by 20. And therefore, sorry about that. And therefore we would have gotten 80%. If you're not getting any of these, I want you to pause the video, rewind it, and watch it again to see where you're not understanding, and write down any questions that you might have for me. Last problem I want you to try, guys, is number 20. So it says write a percent for each shaded figure. To do so, we have to count how many squares we have shaded in, and then we'll be able to find the percent. So go ahead and try it, pause the video, and I will give you the answer in a little bit. Okay, so you should have counted how many shaded squares we have. I counted 36, and it is out of 100. So to show my percent, I would write 36%. And that's it, guys.